Alright, another week, another road course. We're at Sonoma for another track guide. I didn't do the greatest last week, so let's just kind of fix it this time with the keys of the race. So, one tires because it's hot and slick. The angrier you make the tires, the more of a bitch they'll become. Obviously 2 is just, it's a road course, so we're shifting quite a bit. 3 is now you already see it, 750. I don't even know why that's a topic anymore. For the brake zones, specifically this one, will give you the false sense of rear grip if you lower the brake bias. And then it'll just decide, no, it doesn't want to grab. And you'll end up with a wheel spin, which that should have been one of the topics because wheel spin's an easy thing now. The curbs are really pogo-y. I don't know what changed, but they are. And just other info there on the side, whatever. Let's go ahead and talk about the lap. There you have it for a 1:14.1. And this is where all the magic begins is, out of the final corner. Now you can make a great lap happen. On the second lap, I wasn't able to because I got greedy. And the tires didn't like that. Only changing my age of steering ratio to a 2.87. Brake bias actually up to a 49.6. Just for that one corner. You can see the track temp there. We already saw the lap at the beginning of the video. And, here's your breakdown. So, we're going to make our way into 1. We're going to be in 5th gear, so let me slow-mo it because a lot happens here. You can see I just passed the start-finish line. Alright? And I'm already turning ahead. Now, the closer I get to that inside wall, pointing right towards that A on the big old Toyota sign, I'm pointing towards that. But obviously you don't want to do this too soon or you'll die into the corner because you'll pancake the wall. So the closer we get to that A, we're going to be using less throttle, which is where I'm lifting. You kind of want to modulate it here. I use some brake. Modulate. I'm going to downshift to 4th gear right about here, I believe. Same thing, you're just modulating speed, keeping it to the apex. Downshift again to 3rd gear. Now in the past I would have left it there, but it's a little trickier. Just all that is throttle management to keep your speed going. But the minute I got to that curb, that's when I'm doing the most braking. Downshifting to 2nd, we're getting right up to this curb. And here's where things get tricky because you want to use throttle to keep your momentum, but too much and you'll slip the rear. It gets weird like you'll see here. So into this corner, I'm going to pause it here. Got your curve there, and that's actually where I'm starting to lift. You kind of want to set yourself up for this right-hander that's coming up after this left-hander. So when I slow-mo it, you're going to see I won't get on the brakes until I'm starting to dip. Right here, I'm starting to dip, brakes. You could downshift, but I don't. Get right alongside this curb, but don't hit it. The car does not like that. You can see how I made this little swing back. You want to time that just like I did there to get as close to this inside curb without actually hitting it. The second we get to the apex, we're going to gradually pick up throttle. And it gets a little slippery here because you're going over the hill. Do not get all the way on that curb full throttle because it will kill you. Now here's a section I used to have a patch of dirty asphalt, but it's not there no more. So I'm kind of using this cone on the right. And as soon as I'm it's into my view, I'm already on the brakes, so pretty much right here. A pretty hefty amount too. It's kind of a lot of brake for this little corner. So I'm going to slow-mo still. We're going to turn in to get the apex at just the right time. Don't cut too much of that curve because you will fly. Use all this access road. It's a lot flatter than it used to be. And that takes us to this brake zone. There was a color change of the pavement that you're on. And that's when I'm getting on the brakes pretty hard. I hit the limiter. We're going to downshift to 2nd gear. So let's play that at full speed. Then I'm going to slow-mo right here. As I'm turning in, you can see I'm off the brakes completely. Get right up against that curb. You can actually use some of that curb. You can see I throttled up at apex. Here's another section that if you use too much throttle, you will die. So yeah, be careful. Slow-mo that just a little bit just to get the point across. Third gear, fourth gear. By the time you get to these little double curbs there, which this is the section I will admit I screwed up just a little bit. You want to turn in, try to keep your speed up, tab the brake just a little bit in this right-hander. I don't think I did it that time, but I do every now and then. Use your throttle, but it will snap right here, just because elevation changes. Now you could grab an upshift, but I don't. We're gonna pause it again here. I'm just lifting. I'm gonna try to braking straight, so let's actually play that at speed. Then slow-mo. You see trail brake just a little bit, just enough to get it to roll. Once it starts rolling, throttle up to the apex. Use all the track and prepare for this big brake zone. I'm gonna start braking the minute this car lands. So right here, fourth gear, third gear, all the way down to second gear. Now you can go a little wider here, but this is where the most amount of braking is gonna occur. Here you want to get close to the wall, but it does get a little weird because the curb's a little slippery. And you'll find that out as the car did not turn. Plus I also throttled up a little too soon. So, gradually get your power down. Beware that wheel spin I mentioned earlier. And that'll take you to the line. And there we go. Alright, that's it for this track guide. It's actually kind of fun doing these road courses, even though I'm terrible at it. I've been enjoying this kind of racing way more versus the traditional bullshit NIS. And I don't even know what track we're at next, but we'll try to be there unless it's like, a plate track like Daytona, Talladega, or anything similar. So yeah.